What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And the dust has settled, the Euros have over, and England have lost another final. Back-to-back finals. Something Southgate will be remembered by. The sooner he goes, the better. We got lucky to even be there. We really were. We were never the second best team in the Euros. We got lucky with the group that was drawn for us. Should have walked through that. Denmark, Serbia, and Slovakia. Should have walked it. Slovenia in the next round. We were on that easy side of the draw. Should have dispatched them, no problem. We struggled. Last minute overhead kick from Jude Bellingham. And then into extra time we managed to get the job done. Then against Switzerland. Again. Coming from behind. Thank you, Bukayo Saka. And then the penalties. The minerals from all of them. Stepping up. Cole Palmer, Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka. Trent Alexander-Arnold and everyone else who stepped up. Ivan Toney, penalty. All the lads that stepped up and took those penalties. It's all he relied on. Same in as the semi-final. We went behind again. Harry Kane from the spot. A weak penalty. Let's have it right. A weak-ass penalty. We got lucky again there. And then Ollie Watkins managed to make something happen. Great assist from Cole Palmer. Of course. And then in the final, we go behind again. He brings on Cole Palmer. Bit of magic from the lad, of course. It's bound to happen at some point in this tournament. The boy is electric. He is magic. And then what happens at the end there. Just, yeah, my luck ran out. It ran out. There's only one person to blame. One person to blame, and that is Gareth fucking Southgate. He needs to go. And what was his style of play? Defend and hope for something to happen. Hope someone can do something. That was it. The whole tournament. Defending, hoping someone can do something special. One of those lads can step up, and it happened quite a few times. Like we mentioned, Bellingham and his overhead kick, Saka against the Swiss. Ollie Watkins against Netherlands. And even Cole Palmer in the final. That's all he relied on. Defend, defend, defend. Score a goal and then get back and defend again. And shit house our way to it. Penalties if we must. That was his format. That was his tactics. He used two different formations. Played players out of position. Sacrificing a balanced team. Even though he had the players there to do it. So many players played out of position, picking his favourites, players who weren't fit enough. The squad selection was a complete farce, a complete joke. But let's run through the squad, shall we, of the players and how they performed. Jordan Pickford in goal. I wasn't a big Pickford fan, but I thought he was fantastic this tournament again. He's done it again. Some great saves, and he can hold his head high. Did nothing wrong in this tournament. Nothing at all. Really, really good performance from the lad. Shame his defence in front of him didn't help him out enough. And other players didn't perform to his level. Kyle Walker. Played at right back. Played at right centre back. Got caught out a few times. At fault for a few goals in this tournament. And couldn't replicate the club form, could he? He really couldn't. It's that system that Pep plays. Just can't replicate it. Same goes for John Stones. Decent at times, but not at his best. Questions about some of the goals. And like I said, other City players just couldn't replicate that form. Couldn't find that club form. That rigid style that Pep likes to play. Mark Guehi. Let's talk about Mark Guehi, shall we? There were questions going into this tournament. Is he good enough? Can he do it? And he proved everyone wrong. He answered those questions. Easily our best defender. Fantastic. Happy Cobham boy has shown he's good enough. Stepping up another level, and I'm betting he may not be sticking around at Crystal Palace for too much longer. Ezri Konsa, when he was called upon, I thought he did pretty damn well. Played really well when he had to, when Gerhi was suspended. Came in, did a good job, did what was asked of him. Yeah, just didn't see enough of it. Kieran Trippier played out of position. He's not a left back. He's just not good enough. He replicated his club form. Absolutely shocking. Did nothing. Absolutely useless. I'm sorry. Why was he picked? Same goes for Luke Shaw. Why was he picked? Why? He never should have been picked. Not fit enough. He did okay when he came on against the Dutch, I suppose. They were a bit more balanced. But then when he played 90 minutes against Spain, that was a complete joke. Got roasted at times. I mean, yeah, that young 16-year-old is very good. But yeah, he should never have been playing. He should never have been in the squad. He wasn't fit enough. He did okay. In the first half, he wasn't that bad, but the second half, Jesus Christ. Clearly not fit enough. He had to have come off at some point. Gomez dunked, didn't even get a sniff. Didn't get a sniff. Like Joe Gomez played left back for Liverpool a couple of times last season and was really good. I don't know. Declan Rice couldn't replicate his club form like others. Not good enough at times, but it wasn't his fault. It's the system. Kobe Mainoo, absolutely fantastic. This boy's going to be amazing. Going to be a mainstay in this England side, I do believe, in the future, and going to be really good. But he needed players around him in this tournament to give more, do more. Couldn't do it all himself. Jude Bellingham, in patches, was really, really good. In the first game, when it all kicked off, in the first half, he was fantastic, got that goal. He was looking brilliant. And after that, nothing. Up until he got that overhead kick. Nothing. Nothing else, really. Then after that, not much else, really. Played out of position at times, and where he wanted to play and operate, there were other players that wanted to operate in that area. And he was just crowded at times and congested, and it just didn't work. The system don't suit him. We're not getting the best out of Jude Bellingham. And whose fault is that? Conor Gallagher wasn't used to the best of his abilities, in my opinion. The match he did start wasn't needed, really. Didn't suit the system again. The other midfielder from Palace, Wharton, he was just along for the ride. Alexander-Arnold. Easily one of our best creative players in this country. It was criminal that he wasn't given a chance at right wing back when he switched to a back three. And was the scapegoat. He really was. When this team was playing bad at the beginning of the tournament, he was playing in midfield, yeah. They all blamed Alexander-Arnold because he was asked to play out of position. There were other players that were played out of position. They didn't get the fucking blame, did they? No. But he did. Fuck off. Sorry, no. Why wasn't he given a chance? Why wasn't he given a chance at right wing back? The opportunity was there. The moment was there. Why? Make it make fucking sense. One of our best creative players we've got, and he's just sitting on the bench. At least he took a penalty really well. Came on and did that. Stepped up. Southgate's a fucking joke. Phil Foden. Another City player who couldn't replicate that club form. What a surprise. Rigid system of Pep. If we get Pep as the England manager, then I doubt that's ever going to happen, but yeah. Then Foden might fucking perform. Because he was fucking dog shit this whole fucking tournament. I'm sorry. Very good player. He really is. Really good player, but he was non-existent majority of this time. Wanted to operate in the same areas as other players, like Bellingham, like Kane, and it was just congested. The system didn't suit him. Not his fault. Not his fault that he was dog shit. It's Gareth Southgate's. All Southgate's fault. He had one good half against the Dutch. One good half. I'll give him that. Couldn't score though. And then Cole Palmer was holding bench this entire time. Had minutes to show what he could do. And when he got those minutes, what the fuck did he do? He stepped up and fucking delivered. Class. Quality. And he's holding fucking bench for the majority of this tournament. The kid has been on fire all fucking season. All season long. Against anyone. Everyone. He has performed. Assists. Goals. And then when he comes on for England, what does he do? He assists. He scores. Southgate's a joker, man. Southgate is a joker. Bukayo Saka. This lad is class. I won't hear anything else. The problem is the system again doesn't help him. He showed what he could do. A couple of assists. A fucking awesome, amazing goal against the Swiss. And a penalty. It's a shame he didn't really have a proper striker to get on the end of some of the chances he was creating for people. Getting in the box. There was no one there for him at times. No one good enough as well. That was the problem. It wasn't his fault. And I won't hear anything else. It wasn't his fault. Let's talk about the left side, shall we? It was non-existent, wasn't it? But we had a player sitting on that bench, holding bench the entire fucking tournament. Anthony Gordon, man. How did he not get a chance? How did Gordon not get a chance? There's a reason we were so bad, because we had no left-hand side, and he's sitting there on the bench. The way he's played all season for Newcastle on that fucking left-hand side. And he can't get a sniff. And he's playing Bellingham, and he's playing Foden out there, out of position. And he's playing free at the back, and he's playing Trippier at left wing back, out of position. And he's got players like Anthony Gordon sitting on the fucking bench. Doing nothing. He's clueless. Clueless. It's a joke. It's the reason we lost this tournament. We needed a left winger and he was sitting right there. Joker. Same goes for Eze. Same goes for Eze. He got a few minutes and he showed some class at times, and when he came on he affected the game. But not enough. Didn't get enough time, did he? No, because he wanted to play Bellingham out wide, and he wanted to play Foden out wide, and he wanted to play Trippier at left wing back. Jared Bowen barely got minutes, barely. When he came on, didn't do a lot. Was along for the ride, pretty much. Same as a lot of others. Harry Kane, the captain. The problem. The Kane curse continues. Still can't get a trophy. And he never will. The way this is going, he's never going to get a trophy. He left Tottenham, for obvious reasons. You're not going to win a trophy there, are you? Fucking my dog's kicking off. And the same's happened here for England. He went to Bayern Munich, couldn't win a trophy there. Somehow, someway. They walk that league every season, but this year it was Bayer Leverkusen's turn. Man, they just turned up and just shocked everyone. And Harry Kane sitting there holding nothing, holding his dick in his hand, and just, yeah. And then, same here. It's the Harry Kane curse. But it's not, is it really? Because he's the fucking problem. He was one of the main problems. Yeah, he got 3 goals. One of them was a penalty. But it was obvious and clear to everyone that he was not at his best. He didn't look fit. Looked like he possibly had an injury. And there were so many games where he did absolutely nothing. Nothing. Didn't affect the game. Wasn't pressing. Wasn't running in behind. Wasn't stretching the play, the defence. Wasn't holding the ball up and getting other players into play like he usually does. He wasn't good enough. Like he was running in water at times. It was dreadful. Dreadful. And we had 2 players sitting on the bench who came on and affected games but still couldn't get in front, couldn't get a game. Ivan Toney, Ollie Watkins sitting there. Proven what they could do. And they still didn't get a sniff. Ivan Toney comes on. Saves the day. Great assist for Harry Kane to get us through. And then Ollie Watkins against the Netherlands. But still doesn't get a sniff. In that final, he did absolutely nothing. Nothing, Kane. And he brought on Ollie Watkins and Ivan Toney too little, too late. And they couldn't affect the game enough. When they did come on, they did. They tried. Just too little, too late. Him with his persistence of Harry fucking Kane was the reason why we didn't win this tournament. When he went off and the other players came on, the game changed. We look a better side without Harry Kane in it. And that needs to be addressed really quickly. So does Gareth Southgate getting out of this fucking job. He's got to go. But it's over. Doesn't matter anymore. It's history now. We move on. 2 years' time. I'll see you then. Talk about England again. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.